All right, today we're just doing a driveway walk around of my new 2023 219 TFX from Yar-Craft. This thing is just gorgeous. Malibu hull, charcoal mist cap, charcoal mist main stripe, light gray boot, blueberry shadow stripe, Orinoco blue trim stripe on the Yar-Craft aluminum upgraded frame. It's a 5-inch frame, super stout, very sturdy. Just a beautiful trailer that it's sitting on. Actually, they've even added a parking brake this year to the trailer, which is nice. And of course, no trailer would be complete without a set of Easy Step custom trailer steps. These are simply the best, strongest, most durable steps on the market with the best traction, hands down. These grip struts will take the dirt off your shoes, keep you from slipping when it's icy or wet. Grab handle to get up and down in the boat is a breeze. I actually added some LED light strips in them, so when my headlights are on, my running lights are on, these are illuminated so that when you're getting out of your boat at night, you can see really good. It's just, there's a reason every manufacturer is going to a step system that is set up kind of like this. So give those guys a call. It's great. So yeah, beautiful boat. We'll get in there and kind of climb around and we'll take a look to see what we got going on. About the same as last year. I was so happy with the performance of this boat, of last year's boat, that I pretty much rigged this one up identical. Obviously the power plant is that good old 4.2 liter 300 from Yamaha. This thing has not let me down in almost a decade of running it on my different Yar-Crafts. And it's flanked by two 8-foot power pole blades, which have become an invaluable tool for how I like to fish, especially when the waves get bigger and I needed some additional levels of control. They're simply amazing at what they allow me to do and the way we like to fish these days. So let's climb in there and we'll take a look around here. That's one Brew City pole here, two Brew City poles here. They're both the 60-inch models, and they take care of 2 out of my 3 active target transducers here. So let's just climb inside and take a look at what we got. So here's my front deck setup this year. 2 12-inch units from Lowrance. Nice recessed foot pedal here for you to work on. Plenty of clearance here, even when you got boots on, you know, so that there's nothing is interfering with your foot right there. The way I mounted the graphs this year, let's look up here. I didn't mount them to this flat. I actually mounted both of them to here. So I bought the Precision Sonar, I think the Poor Man's stacker mount right there, just to kind of create a mounting shelf. Then I mounted this gimbal on in this orientation like this to stick out this a little bit further to give my foot the clearance that I need to be comfortable. So that's how I have them set up here. Super rigid, they don't move. I think that'll be just fine and still very easy to access everything. This will be one of my 2 active targets set up here on the 60-inch pole from Brew City. So I have 2 different looks going whenever I want. Nice full C-deck flooring, 100% fiberglass lids. The storage in here is great. They've actually upgraded the compartments this year by adding some, can't see it here, some reflex liner. See that gray material down there? So it just kind of keeps it dampened and dampens the noise from all the boxes bouncing around there and kind of protects some of the stuff you might have laid down at the bottom of there. So great storage up front. Another storage compartment here. This is the wet box, and those are just my crawler haulers right there. Actually, that little Ego cooler works great. It's got a built-in aerator pocket and everything, so when you start transporting minnows, that works good too. But this was originally designed to fit an 19 quart Engel cooler, and it has a power port right there, so you can keep the aerator running if you want to. Over here, giant cooler, 40 pounds of ice you can fit in here, plus your water. All right, coming back here, there's another cooler here on this deck step if you want to use it as a cooler, but I use it as kind of a centrally located terminal quick access point. So it doesn't matter from the front or the back of the boat. I can quickly get to anything I need right there. So let's open up this rod storage here, which is a 4-tiered rod storage system. I've got 24 rods in there right now. And I could fit a few more, but then it starts getting just a little busy in there. Underneath all those rods is a lid that goes to 3 100 amp hour lithium batteries, along with my power pole charge. So that's all located up in the front here, and that works out great. Again, they've lined that with the reflex flooring this year, so that really does help protect stuff that's laying on the floor of that rod box. So now we're going to move back to the console here. Similar console to last year. Twin 12-inch graphs here. I went with the FinTech or FinGear mount to mount both of these 12s. Make sure that you're mounting this left justified on this bevel here. Otherwise you will run out of room here. This gives it just enough room to squeak by, and you can still see over the graphs. There's still plenty of visibility. Still plenty of visibility in this band right here to look through the windshield. All right, for the rest of the dash, you've just got your digital switch panel right here. My zip wake is mounted right here along with my jack plate. So now I can work my jack plate and my tabs pretty much without even taking my hand off the wheel. And I can always keep my hand on the throttle here now. So my hand never has to let go of this, and I can control the rest of how my boat functions right here. So it's set up so nice. I really do appreciate this setup. I also appreciate these compartments under here. So if you take a look under there, you've got 3,600 on the left, 3,700 on the right. They fit really nice. You can stack about 8 of each size in each compartment. So just between these two console compartments, you've probably got another 30 plus tackle boxes that you could store here if you wanted, nice and lighted. Real nice rigging up in here. This is where I mounted my 3rd active target, and I have the transducer mounted on a switch right here to turn on and off. The other 2 active targets are mounted right here. Oh, that's my dedicated electronics bus that's going up to the front of the boat. Each of those white wires there is feeding a separate unit up there. And then I have the transducers wired through this switch here to turn them on and off for the front ones. And just like last year, the active targets are sitting over there out of the way on the shelf, which is really nice. Lots of room. All right. So now let's look at the back of the boat here. Tool holders on both sides. Going back to the rear batteries, here I've got 2, an AGM for my starting, lithium for my dedicated electronics battery. The only gripe is with the battery storage here is that when you have 2 mounted back here, you mount them side by side like that, which kind of hides 2 of your terminals. So you can see I've added a bus to each battery, so that those kind of operate as my negative terminal posts. So I don't have to get underneath here and feel for anything. Everything is still very easy to access. And if I were to ever completely drain my electronics battery during the day, I can quick switch it over to my starting battery, at least to get through the rest of the day. So everything's laid out here. Try to do your best to label things so that when it comes time to fixing stuff in a hurry, you know, everything is there and you know what you're working with. So side bifold compartment here. Not a rod storage area, but that's where my active target cord is coming out of to go on my Bruce City pole. Usually I'll mount like planer board holders, tool holders, lure holders, something I'll just kind of stick to the side there so that you make good use of this compartment. The additional rod storage is on the port side of the boat over here. And that can fit in an extra few trolling rods on this side, up to 11 feet in length. Okay. And then for the back deck. The back deck is all part of a full width cockpit as it comes out of it, which is really nice for you trollers. So you've got your 2 storage compartments in the back corners here, lighted. And these are all 3600 series or 3700 series over here. You can fit your 3600s on this side. And if you like stacking your tackle boxes like this, you can get away with 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3700 deep series boxes to go that way, with plenty of still room to stack on top of that to maximize storage out of both starboard and port tackle storages there. Those are on both sides of a giant live well with twin pump ins, 1 pump out, another spray bar here. So there's plenty of aeration and recirculation to keep those fish alive, plenty of volume to keep a big walleye happy. And that's the live well. Now for the back area here, you've got a couple of extra compartments here. I just have them storing some planer boards and my twin power pole pumps right there. So that's that one. And then on this side, I don't know if I showed you or not, but that's my other battery charger right there. So that just charges my 16-volt lithium battery. My power pole charge takes care of the other 4. But just take a look at how clean and open and accessible the rigging is in this back compartment. For maintenance, you know, if I need to troubleshoot something on the switch panel right there, or service any of the other pumps or anything, it's all real easy to access through here. Or if I need to replace a cartridge, you can do it one-handed right down in there. But everything's very clean. Yar-Craft did an amazing job rigging this up from the factory to make sure that the main wiring harnesses and everything else is ready to go. It really is amazing. And it's like getting into this boat right now, mid-season like this, it's no problem because it's rigged so similarly to last year's boat that it's like I'm not even missing a beat. And if you got any questions on how maybe you could set up your boat or your new 219 that you might have coming, and you need any suggestions, feel free to shoot me a note in the comments or a message, and I'll do my best to help you out. But I appreciate you guys watching this walkthrough. Looking forward to getting out there and getting some walleye slime all over this sea deck. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Talk to you later. See ya.